It is a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning. Welcome to Radio Christian Voice. And also, this is the Smart Money Show. Those of you obviously joining us live. Chu, you want to welcome people?
Yes, welcome everybody to the Cavmont Bank Smart Money Show. We welcome all of our listeners, obviously, here on Radio Christian Voice. We also welcome our Facebook Live viewers on the Cavmont Bank page and our Diamond TV viewers who will watch this at some point on a Tuesday at 7:30.
Yeah.
So let's get started. Obviously today we're just gonna kick off, and the great thing about if you're live on Facebook, you'll probably be able to see most of the show or the whole show, whereas some of our radio viewers will probably miss a big chunk. But what I want to talk about today, Derry, are you okay?
I am good. I'm good. Good to see you this morning.
Right.
What's with the pause? Chu?
Nothing.
Yeah,
I'm just
really
saying.
okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
Cameraman H, are you okay?
Just nodding like,
Yeah.
come on.
You know,
at least we
if
can
I
get
really,
a
I want to
sound.
be like, hey, ladies out there,
Mm-hmm.
nice ladies out there,
Uh-huh.
those good
But
ones
you
who
know
go to
you
church
market
for
him very
real.
well, yeah.
Those ones who go to church for real, okay, for reals, okay. There's a nice cameraman here called Cameraman H. Other cameraman is not interested. He's like, don't even mention me because I don't want drama in my household. So we would not mention other cameraman.
Oh, yeah.
But there's Cameraman H
Yeah,
here.
cameraman
and
H.
he looks like a nice guy, and he's got a job, girls.
Yeah.
You know,
And
these
you
days.
can also access the.
He's got a Cavmont bank
Yes,
account.
you can access the home loan, isn't it?
He can maybe
The-
he
the
can definitely
150
access the unsecured.
Yes, the
for
unsecured.
sure.
That's the one I
Yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to
he
talk
can
about.
definitely access 150,000 kwacha unsecured.
Yeah.
So ladies, remember Cameraman H over here. All right.
What are we talking
All
about?
right, so
today
you
then?
know what? We've been looking at investments and all that stuff. And one of the things I want to remind everybody is not to forget is our government bonds, okay? Or sometimes they're called guaranteed investment certificates. But in this point, they're government bonds or fixed deposits, all right? So if you're looking for a secure place to put your money, the interest rates have started to go up in fixed deposits and that sort of thing. So this is a good time if you've got a bit of chunk of money to consider the advantage of what we call guaranteed investment certificates or some sort of bond, all right? Let's call them GICs for now, but, you know, any kind of bond, fixed deposit, they all fall into this category. GICs, in the recent press, in the recent years, the interest rates started to go down a bit. About 2-3 years ago, we saw a spike. Wow, some banks were giving 20% on fixed deposits. It was nuts. It was like, woohoo! You know, if you got in at that time, it was like, good for you. But then, as our economy the economy would often do, you know, it started to stabilize again. That 16 to 1 of the dollar went away. We started to see the kwacha start to come down to even a 9 at some point. And now it sort of looms around the high 11s or the low 12, which is kind of our number right now. So because though it went from that 9, it started to creep up again. What we're seeing is the interest rate starting to go back up, right?
Yeah.
So the difference is, unlike equities and the rise and fall in terms of value-based performance of the market. Remember we talked about equity last time. So this is like the stock, looks like a stock exchange, right?
Yeah.
So unlike equities where it's all based on the rise or the fall of the market kind of thing, GICs provide a fixed rate of return for a period of time, okay? So, for example, if you come to fantastic Cavmont Bank, if you said, you know, I'd like a fixed deposit or a GIC, you would be getting it either at 30 days, at 60 days, at 90 days, or 120 days, or 364 days, okay? So the longer your period of time, the more money obviously you're going to make, right?
That's
so
good.
if you do, let me give you an example. So if you brought, let's say, 300,000 kwacha, okay, for 3 months, and we negotiated nicely at, say, 14% or something like that, then you would be, after 3 months, you'd probably take home about 15,000 kwacha extra.
Okay, cool. So, Chill, if somebody has, quote unquote, stumbled upon money and they don't know what to do,
Bring it to Cavmont Bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better to have it earn you some interest, isn't it?
Exactly. Bring it to Cavmont Bank, put in a fixed deposit. start earning some interest. And here's the thing: these days, let me give you every day. I'm gonna give you chills feeling. Is that there's a lot of people who say, no, let me take my money and lend it out at really high interest rates. Yeah. But let me tell you something. Yeah, you can make a lot of money if you get the right person, but there's also so much drama attached to that kind of that sort of lending and that sort of money borrowing or whatever it is, because it's like, what happens if you go to get your money back and the person is like, yeah, sorry, I don't have the money. So what if they gave you a small car for collateral? Are you really gonna sell that car to that value? Maybe you might, but even the drama you're going to go through. So you know what? If you're like, let me make some clean money, okay, and not get excited about it coming like in 2 weeks or in a second or whatever it is, my suggestion is you come to Cavmont Bank, you open yourself a GIC or a fixed deposit account, you negotiate a good rate with our team, and you leave it in there for as long as you possibly can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Yeah. So we've got 5 key benefits of GICs that I want to go through. And like I said, for our radio listeners, I apologize if we miss some of them. We may go through them again on Friday. But definitely if you're on Facebook, I think we'll be able to finish them as the news is going through.
Great.
All right. So the first thing, Dario, is I want you to have a balanced portfolio. I've been saying this for the last few weeks, okay?
Yeah.
It is extremely important. I have seen what happens when somebody puts all their eggs in one basket and then they hit a pothole and all the eggs fall out, you know? Yeah. And Zambia is full of potholes.
Figuratively.
You got it. Dario got it. Dario, it's too much. You even know what I'm going to say. Potholes are all over in this place, okay? So try not to put all your eggs in one basket as you're going. Put some in another basket, in another bike. Put some on the bus. Put some in a taxi, just like that, okay? And then by the time you get home, all your 6 trays for all your family members have arrived, okay? Because if you lose Vambuya's eggs, she'll be real, real angry. So please. So the first thing, like I said, try to have a balanced portfolio. It's wise to select a mix of different asset classes that include both equity, fixed income, possibly balanced investment. GICs are a great fixed income alternative, okay? So GICs, I said, this is just a GIC basically is just a fixed deposit, but an investment fixed deposit, but they work nearly the same way. Okay?
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll find that a regular fixed deposit is a lot more flexible because you can break it or things like that, but a GIC may not be as flexible, all right? Okay. So alternatively, since the other great thing is GICs don't carry fees or service charges. Okay, they come in different terms, so you find the term that works for you. If you only can put away this money for a month, then you only put it away for a month. If you can only put this money away for a year, please, by all means. But with GICs, if you can put the money away even for 5 years, that they go that long. Because it's an investment, right? So it's for a much longer period of time.
I think I actually had somebody trying to sell me a policy similar. They're in insurance.
Yes.
And they obviously gave me options of the period of time and just different options.
So it's the same. The concept is similar.
Okay.
Yeah, but ideally, I think here you would be paying into that policy, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Whereas this, you better just have your chunk of money ready for us. Yeah.
Great.
And the great thing about GICs, and even a similar policy like you've talked about, Darius, there is a guaranteed return. It may not be some humongous return. You know, don't try to be a loan shark, people. Okay, it is dangerous work out there. I'm just telling you, do not try to be a loan shark, my friends. So, but I mean, it's guaranteed. It may not be some massive return, like if you decide you're just gonna, lend money on the market at special rates, shall we call them? I won't say the word exorbitant, but we'll call them special rates.
50 is not exorbitant.
That's nuts. That's nuts. But if you can do it.
They do go that
yeah, they do. And I just say, it hurts my heart. I don't know why you just didn't come to Cavmont Bank and get it at like a quarter of that, But anyway, so you're guaranteed definitely a return of some sort, all right? The other second thing around GSIs is that they have staggered maturity dates, okay? So by putting your savings in a mix of GICs with staggered maturity dates, this is called, okay, we're going to learn a word now, okay? This is called laddering. Laddering!
I like that word.
Laddering, right? I'm just laddering
So
my
that
money.
is
I'm
having
just
different maturity
Yes,
dates.
and
Okay.
so you see, so let's say Dario, hey, by some miracle, Dario's like, chill, I have this 300,000. What am I gonna do with it?
Mm-hmm.
You could put all 300,000 into one and negotiate for a higher interest rate, or if you want, you can split it up into three, 100, 100, 100, and then what you do is you have different maturity dates.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
one of them you could say this one is going to be in for a year. This one's going to be in for 6 months. This one's going to be in for 120 days. So because maybe you know what you want to do
Yeah.
with your money. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So ladder the stuff.
Ladder.
Oh, ladder.
Yeah,
ladder
van
the
a
stuff.
ver. Yes, laddering. Ladder your money around, okay?
Yeah, great stuff.
By laddering, you can make the most of an opportunity to capture higher interest rates in the event that rates continue to rise.
Okay.
So, like if you ladder, one of the great things is you can say, okay, right now, let's say you came to Cavmont Bank. Okay, let's say, Dario, you're like really in that position you want to be in.
Yes.
And you come with your like 900,000. Woo! Let's just put it out there, right?
Yeah,
Here comes
I feel
Dario, the
good.
millionaire.
I feel
Millionaire, Dario. So you come in with your $1 million.
It's okay.
No, let's just stick to kwacha. Be a
kwacha?
bit more realistic, even you,
Okay.
Dario. So you come in, with your let's even say 900,000. Let's not even hit that 1
900,000,
million.
yeah.
Let's not try to lie to ourselves too much.
Yeah.
You can dream, but just don't lie to yourself.
Cool.
So you come in with your
900,000.
900,000, right? Then you can say today, let's say you get told, you know what, the rate today, we can give you 15% for 300,000, for example, right? You can say, okay, give me 300,000 for 1 year. Then the other 300, or even 600, maybe you put in for a month. You watch the market because you know that it's a possibility that the rates will go up. So now let's say after 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, all of a sudden they can give you 18 or 20%. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
So then you'll be like, you know what? Hey, okay, can't she take
Keep
this
it.
600 and give it to me at that same 18%?
Nice.
So then you know that the first 300 is going to mature in, say, 364 days.
Yeah.
And then the second one, the laddered amount, maybe will, even if it matures in like 120 days, you were able to get yourself a better rate.
Absolutely.
Are we taking a break?
We're
going to the
go
news.
to the
All right.
news, actually, yeah. So thank you so much for those of you joining us on radio. Obviously, we'll continue our conversation on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So-
And we'll be done. Yes. And the radio, what we're going to do is I think I'll give them the tips on Friday.
Okay,
Because there's
great.
like 3 more tips, but yeah, so you don't miss out. But you could always just go on the Facebook page, our Cavmont Bank Facebook page, and see what's going on.
Alrighty. Okay, so I'll see you on the page.
So welcome back, everybody, to the Cavmont Smart Money Show. Thank you for joining us live on the Cavmont Bank Facebook page. And, of course, for our viewers on Diamond TV, we are so glad that you joined us. And I'm just waiting for all of y'all to come and open your fixed deposits, your savings accounts, whatever you need to do up at Cavmont Bank. All right. So as we continue, we had just finished learning about laddering, okay? But now I want to give you some numbers around laddering, okay? So you can make the most of an opportunity, like we said, to capture higher interest rates, if they continue to rise. So, for example, take this, okay, Dario? Yeah. Say you put 1,000 kwacha. No, let's be a bit more fun. Let's say you put 10,000 kwacha in a 5-year GIC, okay? 10,000 kwacha in a 4-year GIC. 10,000 kwacha in a 3-year GIC, 10,000 kwacha in a 2-year GIC, and 10,000 kwacha in a 1-year GIC. Okay. You can have a total of 5,000 kwacha in different GICs, okay? So different fixed income brackets, while ensuring a portion of your savings becomes available each single year. Okay, to lock back into current rates if you like. So every single year, one of those GICs will mature and you will get your, whatever you wanted that money for. You can, if you're smart, you just keep reinvesting in that. But you know for a fact that every year, or if you want, every 3 months or every 6 months, boom!
You get
Miracle, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So the third thing I want you to do is secure option lending up to retirement. It's called secure option lending up to retirement. And let me tell you how this works, okay? As you get closer to retirement, and these days I'm going to talk a lot about retirement because, Dario, you're getting close to that. So...
Yeah. So
I want you to be ready because I don't need you knocking on my door or anything like that. I'm your friend. No.
Give me a job.
No. Yeah. Give you a job. What? You're retired. You, Mr. 60.
You start another
job, life. Fine. Okay.
Phase 2.
Okay, so as you get closer to retirement, modifying your asset mix by decreasing your equity allocation and increasing the fixed income allocation can help reduce volatility. That's it.
That's the word.
Volatility of your portfolio. GICs provide you with the security of knowing your funds will be there when you start withdrawing them for retirement. Okay. So, the thing is, though, if you're a bit younger and you're a little bit away from retirement, then things like equity and doing those big deals on the stock exchange, they can work for you because you have time to sort of make up any loss. You know what I mean? Or, maybe time to do some more bigger deals. But the closer you get to retirement, honestly, this is where better safe than sorry kicks in kind of thing, Yeah. So I want you to think about that. As you get closer to retirement, try to, reduce on your equity, sort of reduce on your stocks a bit. I'm not saying get out of them. If you've got a stock that's working for you, please continue by all means, but then reduce on maybe more riskier sort of investments in your portfolio, and then GIC's fixed deposits, because they are so, they're guaranteed, try to take on a little bit more of that. Then the other thing, the fourth tip I've got for you is about short-term savings, all right? Savings for a new car, a home renovation, a vacation, whatever it is you want to save for, land, your kids' school. Plus, remember, you can always save at Cavmont Bank. We have very, very wonderful savings solutions. Imiticola for your children, extra capital, ordinary savings. My gosh, there's nothing we don't have. I mean, Cavmont is fantastic, So anyway, okay, so let's talk about if you want to save for something, all right? A short-term GIC. So these are typically terms that I think are at about 90 days, okay? 90 to 120 days. Because the 60-day GIC, it's not, the 30-60, it's not huge unless you've really put in like millions of bucks, you know what I mean? So we're looking at the ones that are about 90 to 120 days, maybe even 180 days. They can often provide you with a higher rate of interest than putting your money in a regular savings account. So if you are saving, let's say for something, this is what I suggest. I suggest instead of just putting your money in our regular, one of our accounts, savings accounts that maybe will give you about 3%, see if you've got a little bit more money, come and put it in a fixed deposit, and then we can even start that fixed deposit, say even at 11%, you know what I mean? So that even if you're going to take the money out at 120 days, you will still would have made a little bit more money than putting it into a regular savings account, even if that money is meant for something very specific, all right? Then the fifth thing, just before we wrap up, is there's sometimes when you have GIC terms of long periods of time, especially with the government. We used to have Rudy who always used to tell us about government bonds, okay? Yes. And there's always bond sales, and I think that's what it calls. Yeah, now the knowledge kicks in. Okay, so yes, about government bonds. Here's the great thing with government bonds. Government bonds, the term is usually quite long, 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is. They're
very safe. Like
they're very, very safe. All right. And the great thing about the government bonds is that sometimes there's different categories of the bonds. I mean, we used to have our baby bonds, and baby bonds, you can start from the time your baby is like born, if you've got a bit of money, and that bond will stick with them until they're 21 or something like that. You can have your retirement bond. There's so many types, and they're extremely safe. And of course, they help the government do what we need. So what you want to do is if you go to get a government bond, okay, you can actually give us a call or Facebook us. So you can call us on 3333 on Airtel or MTN, or 0800 100 3333 on Zemtel. You can check us. You can write to us on our Facebook page. You can tweet us, because what we'll do is get the Treasury team to help you out, because they can assist you in getting you sort of bond ready, okay? So what you want to do is have the deposit held in your name, all right? Avoid holding government bond deposits in company names, because they could, no, it's not about the government, but you just don't know what's going to happen in the company sort of thing. You know what I mean? There are other types of investments for companies, but this is more for an individual, or individuals rather. The deposits you held, sometimes deposits can also be held jointly in names of 2 or more people. So maybe if you're a couple, or you want to put your children on there, or just you and your sister, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Yeah. What you want to do is also, you can register your deposits with your insurance company or your insurance pension or pension fund, so that they know they can help you put that deposit when it matures into some sort of insurance plan. All right. The other thing is the deposits can be held in a trust. So let's say you have a trust for your children or something like that. You can say the deposits are not physically here right now. They are obviously with the government. However, they are part of the trust. So which brings the value of the trust up. And then you can say that these deposits will only mature for the children when they turn 18, maybe when it's time to go to university, or when they turn 21, whatever you decide. And so when they mature, those bonds will go directly to the trust. Okay. All right? Cool. So basically, ladies and gentlemen out there, if you haven't looked at GICs in a while, GICs, fixed deposit, fixed investment, whatever it is, I think they make sense these days. They make sense, depending, of course, on your situation. Do your research, but now is actually a good time to have a look at this, because we're seeing the interest rates starting to go up. The interest rates, that is for deposits, okay? Starting to go up, and it's a good time for you as an individual.
All right.
Yeah.
Good time indeed.
So we are done for today. Thank you very much for joining us. I would just like everybody to remind you that if you have that dream house you have found, if you are like, you know what, I keep passing this complex and they're selling houses, my friends, just call us, because we have a home loan that fits what you need, all right? Give us a call. I mentioned on 3333 on Airtel and MTN, 0800 100 3333 on Zemtel. Write to us on Facebook, or if you just need some cash for something and you've got a salary, come and get 150,000 up to 150,000 kwacha unsecured. It starts at 10,000, the unsecured lending, and this could be you. Yes. Great so stuff. Thank you for joining us today. We shall see you on Facebook on Friday. And for all our Diamond TV viewers, we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.
God bless.